Go for it.
Hi, this is Bill from Bill's Big Pumpkins. It's been 10 years since we did our last update, so I figured we'd let you know what we're up to. First, we'll start off. I'm growing a little more than just giant pumpkins, so we'll start and we'll show you a giant watermelon. This watermelon is just a little over 200 pounds today. We're hoping it will get to about 240, but it's got about a month yet to grow, so we'll see.
240 pounds.
So I'm hoping for.
Hoping for 240. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get a shot of the water tower again. Why is it black now?
To absorb the heat so the water can turn warm when I spray it on. Top tank is 500 gallons. The second one is 100, and the lower one is 50, and they're all tied to a pump. And the pump goes out to all the pumpkin and squash plants on the top level here. So I put on 650 gallons every time I water.
Now what do you got in here?
Well, we're going to start out. We'll look at some squash. The first one here is my 1578. Uh, and it's done pretty well for me. It's probably somewhere around 1150 today. Um, I haven't measured it for a while. Um, so my guess is that's where it's at. I have the cover off today, so it'll turn a little green. Um, I'm hoping that'll turn the color to the squash has to be a nice green color during the way off. So the plant's still looking pretty healthy. There's starting to be a little powdery mildew on it because of all the rain we've been getting and high humidity recently.
Like a pop can or something.
But that,
Need a pop can or something to see how big it is, really. It's a smooth looking one.
yep. This is the 886 Stevens, and it's a couple weeks behind the rest of them. So it's a couple 100 pounds smaller. Um, I'm guessing today it's probably about maybe about the 850 range. So I would imagine in a couple of weeks it will be closer to 1,000.
How many pumpkins are you growing this year?
I'm just growing 4 pumpkins and 2 squash. We're standing in a screen house, and the reason I tried a screen house was uh, it knocks the wind down, so there's less wind, and we get hail quite often, and prevent the hail, and I can keep the insects out. So that's pretty much the few of the basic reasons for it. This one's growing off the 2008 Neptune, um, and it's probably right now around 950. Um, I expected a little more from it, but it's doing pretty good. It'll hopefully get me over 1,000. And it's pretty much what I ask for every year. Really a nice plant, though. Really a nice looking, still a nice, really nice looking plant, a lot of good looking leaves. Fighting a little stems, tightness on the front because of the way I didn't like the first one, so I cut it off. So I ended up taking the second one that had on there, and I wasn't quite prepared for that. That's that's the way that goes some days. You just this is a 1817 McConaughey, and I'm guessing that's probably close to 1,300 pounds. Maybe not. Maybe it's only around 1,250. We'll see. I'll probably find out for sure tonight or in the next few days. So
What's the fan for?
um, this one has had a lot of stem stress as me trying to keep the as it grew, um, and it cracked the stem just a bit. So I'm just trying to keep it dry, and the fan keeps it dry and heal up the way it should. So every day it gets a little tighter.
So all that stuff on there is like a chemical, fungicide or fungicide? You had any bugs and stuff this year?
Some. The, the only problem with bugs I've had so far this year is the cucumber beetle, and I've had to spray them a lot early on, and I started to spray them again because there's getting to be quite a few of them. Picture of the corn. Corn, we've had a really good year this year, weather-wise. Consistent rains has only been one time in a growing period where for the pumpkins where I had it water for like maybe 10 days where I had water. So um, and the corn shows it, so it's very high. This is 1873 style. I'm guessing that he's probably he's probably about 1150. Would be my guess by last measurement and by what he's looking like today. A lot of pumpkin here. So.
Almost 1,200, you said?
No, about 1150 would be my guess today. I don't think he's quite at 12. I think he'll be over 12 by when he's all said and done.
Or
And
you
a couple in the
calling it a he? Do you have any she pumpkins?
they're all she's.
Okay.
I'm just prejudiced, I guess. I don't know.
No, you're calling him a he. I thought anyway.
We got one big squash left. I planted just two squash this year. This is the 1341, I think, pew, and no, it's a 1341 pew, and he's kind of turned into a bird bath for me, and he's around 850 pounds. So I don't think he'll make the 1,000. I think he's going to be less than 1,000 this year. So